Hello everybody, this is Twin Flame. How are you doing? Today, I'm so happy that we can release more detailed information about our spirituality group, the Tree of Life in the Light. So far, you have accessed a lot of important information from our group, but you may not know much about our group itself. From today, we will provide more specific information about our group, including the information about our members, one by one. Our members are the most important asset of our Tree of Life in the Light, and we will learn about their cosmic identities, their previous lives outside or inside Earth, the characteristics of their spirit souls, and more. The first person I would like to introduce to you is one of the earliest members of our group. His nickname is Mr. Gift of God, and information about him was provided from the 18th dimensional heaven. Captain Udeka's message for today is the characteristics and cosmic identities of the spirit soul of Mr. Gift of God. Let me get started. Mr. Gift of God is a member who is being prepared as a light worker in the Tree of Life in the Light. The cosmic rank of his original spirit is an 18th dimensional angel who has the role of assisting the Creator in the world of Muguk. Spirits are usually planned and designed at the end of a major cycle of the grand universe and are born at the beginning of the next major cycle. Typically, new spirits are born at the beginning of a new major cycle of the grand universe by being created to fit various spectra of light that will be used during that major cycle. Mr. Gift of God is a very old spirit soul. The birth of his original spirit was designed at the end of the fourth major cycle of the grand universe and was born at the beginning of the fifth major cycle. The birth of his original spirit was designed to be incarnated into the material world rather than to become a spirit belonging to the professional administrative groups of the heaven. The fifth major cycle of the grand universe was the period of expansion and inflation in which galaxies and planets were born on a large scale. The original spirit of Mr. Gift of God was created to unfold material and spiritual civilizations on newly born planets. Endowed with the special thought adjuster by the Creator, his original spirit was born to perform the role of opening up material civilizations and unfolding spiritual civilizations. First of all, the original spirit of Mr. Gift of God is characterized by its magnanimous, large-hearted nature. The temperament of his original spirit resembles those of the people who built empires in the northern region of ancient Asia. His spirit soul, with the special thought adjuster in harmony with a many and broad-minded personality, had been sent to newborn planets in the universe to play the role of opening or constructing material civilizations on those planets. His spirit soul is an actor specializing in the role of generals, especially focusing on the role of conquerors in the universe. His spirit soul is a professional actor who plays the role of the founders of civilization in the universe. Also, his spirit soul specializes in the role of villains playing the role of conquerors who invade and destroy other civilizations established on a planet to construct new civilizations in the place. His spirit soul had been popular among the administrators of the spiritual hierarchies of planets who must operate their planets by programming the roadmaps for their planetary evolutions. However, his roles as conquerors or generals inevitably caused his spirit soul to make large karma, which is the contradiction that his spirit soul had to face. The second characteristic of his original spirit is its large embracing capacity and tolerance. With its large capacity for embracement and tolerance, synergizing with a specialized thought adjuster, Mr. Gift of God's Spirit Soul had primarily played the roles in achieving the harmony and balance between material civilization and spiritual civilization. One of the cosmic roles that Mr. Gift of God's Spirit Soul was to get rid of old customs on a planet whose spiritual civilization had advanced too excessively, and then to unfold a new culture or thought on that planet. His original spirit is a specialist on the religious or social reformation in the universe. However, as his spirit soul played the role of generals or conquerors frequently, this spirit soul came to lose its ability to control the amount of its spirit energy that it should utilize for its role, which led to its contradiction. The life of a conqueror or a general demands an enormous level of spirit energy. Many times of lives employing large amounts of spirit energy caused his spirit soul to have a contradiction, in which it became unable to exercise concrete and delicate thinking. The contradictions of his spirit soul is that this spirit soul is good at accomplishing large-sized missions, but is unable to fulfill small and delicate duties. Mr. Gift of God's Spirit Soul, who contributed to the evolution of the grand universe by playing many important roles, has come to the planet Earth to resolve its contradiction. His spirit soul had no choice but to come to Earth to resolve the contradiction that arises when a specific spectrum of spirit energy is continuously used in excess during the spirit soul's journey to gain material experiences. His spirit soul inevitably had to come to the planet Earth, where the Creator is present, in order to settle down the problems inherent in its thought adjuster through the process of balancing spirit energy. The contradictions of the original spirit that has occurred during its spirit soul's journey to acquire material experiences can only be resolved in the material world where the Creator is present. This is why Mr. Gift of God was born and is living on the planet Earth at this time. On Earth, his spirit soul lived the life of an emperor of the Mongol Empire in the East in one of its previous lives, and played the role of a religious reformer in the West in another former life. In this present life, Mr. Gift of God is being prepared as one of the administrators of the protective energy field areas prepared by the heaven in order to help human survivors after the upriding of the Earth's tilted axis is ended. Through communicating and coordinating with the heaven, I, Captain Udeka, leave this message as a record. January 21st in 2021, Udeka wrote. His message was translated by Twin Flame. Thank you so much for listening.